Hello there. So let's talk about Stock Rover. Is it going to be the best platform for value investors for 2025? Now, if you're a long-term investor, especially one focused on value investing, then you already know how important it is to have the right data and the right tools to evaluate stocks. Not hype, not guesses, but solid fundamentals. Today we're going to deep dive into Stock Rover. This is going to be the website stockrover.com. That's been making waves for over a decade and still going strong in 2025. But is Stock Rover still worth it in this new AI-powered investment landscape? Let's check about that one for this video right there. So let's break it down in all honest, no fluff review. Let's start with the overview. So basically, what is Stock Rover? Now, Stock Rover is a web-based stock search and screening platform for built investors who care about fundamentals and not hype. It focuses on data-driven analysis using detailed metrics like PE ratios, return on quality, free cash flows, earning growth, dividend history, valuation models, and hundreds of other key financial indicators. It's also popular among value investors, dividend investors, buy and hold enthusiasts, and even financial advisors managing client portfolios. It doesn't like brokerage services, isn't Robinhood or Rebel. Instead, Stock Rover is all power search, portfolio tracking, and in depth comparisons to help you make smart investment choices. Now, user interface and navigation, as you can see right there, it's pretty simple. You can sign up with that button right there and sign in if you have a plan. So welcome into Inside Stock Rover. This is going to be the website itself, and as you can see that you have trial access to Stock Rover Premium Plus until August of 16, 2025, which is this Saturday. So I created this discount around Saturday for August 2, and it will expire after 2 weeks. So I have a 14-day free trial. Now let's look at the interface for this one. Now, Stock Rover isn't flashy. As you can see right there, it's pretty simple, breezy, user-friendly. And that's a good thing, because the layout is very Excel-like, which makes you feel familiar if you're coming through spreadsheets, but it's way more powerful. So you get a grid view. As you can see right there, those are grid view that can show 500 plus metrics per stocks, custom screeners, portfolio breakdowns, peer comparisons, graphs and charts showing performance and value trends. It may not look as slick as the AI-based platforms, but it makes up for it for being dense, customizable, and extremely functional. If you're a numbers person or love digging through fundamentals, the UI will feel right at home. If you're looking for a one-time click gimmicks or TikTok-style analysis, this is the one for you. This Stock Rover right here is for the old people. The old style, old money-like thinking that gets things done without the flash and fluff. Let's talk about the next section, which is going to be fundamental research power. This is where Stock Rover really shines. With over 600 plus metrics or 500 plus portfolios, profitability, valuation, growth, margins, leverage, efficiency, technicalities, dividend quality, and even customer rate ratios you create under this one under good analysis. On the left side, you have your collections, portfolios, and so much more. You can compare companies side by side with multi-year historic data, and even view discounted cash flows or DCF models, analyst scores, Morningstar ratings, dividend safety grades. Everything you need to a buffet-style deep dive into a stock is right here. Again, you're not just surface level into PE ratios and EPEs. You can break down free cash flow from 10 years or over 10 years, compare it with ROIC trends, or find undervalued dividend growers based on multi-factor scoring. For me, this one right here, the monthly returns section, would be my favorite go-to to check the comparison between per month. A 1-year trend from 2024 to 2025, a 5-year trend within a per year analysis. Let's check on the next section, the screener and ranking tools. Now let's talk about this part right there, one of the best features in Stock Rovers. You can build custom screeners. If I search screeners right there, you can build your very own. As you can see right here, actions, and basically create your very own screener. How awesome is that, right? So you can build, as I've mentioned before. Also, you can find whatever you want here. If you want to find companies with a PE ratio under 15, you got it. return on equity above 20%, dividend growth for 5 plus years, and low debt to equity, you got it right here. You can do that down to the decimal accuracy. That's how powerful Stock Rover is. But here's when things gets better. You can use Stock Rover's pre-built screeners like Butterfology, Graham's Number, Dividend Kings, Growth at a Reasonable Price or GARP, and also Magic Formula. This can be the growth of a reasonable price. As you can see right there, it's really good. This is the Buffettology inspired. Also, dividend growth would be right there. How awesome, right? It saves you tons of time and makes it easier to find hidden gems without creating everything from scratch. And once you screen the stocks, you can rank and sort them with scoring systems, giving each stock a fundamental grade based on your criteria. Just want to let you know that if you're a value investor, this feature alone makes Stock Rover worth using. Now let's talk about the portfolio management. So I'm going to go on the portfolio options. I'm going to click on cancel right there, or brokerage connect. So these are going to be the portfolio tools. Going back here. So in this one right there, this is another area where Stock Rover really stands out. The portfolio tracking and analysis. You can import your real portfolio from Fidelity, Schwab, TD Ameritrade, and other brokerage or add manually. Then Stock Rover gives you a deep analysis of your holdings, including diversification by sector, diversification by yield, dividend yield. You also have forward income projections, risk versus reward, which can be right here. Also, portfolio rebalancing suggestions. Even though it's not entirely powered by AI because it's still on the old trend, you can also have a rebalancing suggestions inside Stock Rover. You can also simulate portfolio growth under different strategies, income generation scenarios, dividend reinvestment, tax impact if enabled. Basically, if it helps you act like a portfolio manager, even if you're just managing your own IRA or dividend account. And of course, the most important questions here. How much does Stock Rover cost? I'm going to go for the plan right there. I've mentioned that there's a free plan, which is the one I'm currently right now for 2 weeks. I have a free premium trial. So these are going to be the prices. So for the free plan, basic watch list, news, some screeners, you're going to get those. The essentials, these are going to be the prices, and these are going to be the comparison. For the essentials, which is almost $8 per month, add scheme metrics and charts. For the premium, you're going to get full screener, access, ranking, and portfolio. That's almost around $18 per month. So $10 difference between essentials and premium. Also, there's what they call Premium Plus, which is the one I have right now. The free trial Premium Plus. Everything in Premium, plus this one's right here. So full access to a 10-year data, scoring systems, export tools, and more. If you're serious about investing, you'll want Premium or at least Premium Plus. That's where all the pro level tools are. Compared to other tools like eChart or Morningstar Direct, Stock Rover is way more affordable without sacrificing depth. And here's the thing here. There are no trading fees inside it. No ads, no upsells beyond subscription. Just pay the subscription plan. You're gonna get everything without inside marketing, no advertisements, no upsell, just plain subscription, and that's it. So let's talk about the pros and cons. Really quickly, for the pros, it's extremely deep in fundamental data. Incredible screener and ranking tools. Great for dividend and value investors. Clean and fast interface focused on research. Also, it has a custom scoring and multi-metric filtering. Another thing for this one would be affordable compared to the institutional platforms. Web-based, however, no software install needed. So what is going to be the cons here? Not really beginner friendly. There should be a learning curve for this one, however, if you're already coming from different platforms, it won't really feel a weird platform for you. It will feel like home, especially if you're coming from spreadsheets. There's no brokerage or direct trading for this one. No mobile application, still browser as of 2025. Lacks real-time and social sentimental tools. Not ideal for day traders and technical scalpers. So it's not for everyone, but if you're a kind of investor who reads 10Ks for fun, this platform was made for you. Now, final verdict. Is Stock Rover still worth it for 2025? I would absolutely say yes. If you're a value investor, long-term holder, or a dividend-focused investor. It's not flashy, it's not full of hype, and it won't tell you which themes of stocks are trending. but that's the point here. Stock Rover gives you tools to build a portfolio on logic, not emotions. It helps you find underpriced companies with strong fundamentals and project long-term wealth building strategies. In a world where AI is being used to hype and manipulate marketers, Stock Rover is refreshing platforms that still champions deep traditional analysis. And that should do it.